Hello world, in today's video we are going to be making a superhero name generator. We're going to put some of the skills we've learned over the last few videos to the test and see what we can come up with. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, I would highly recommend you do that. It'll give you the basics of what we're doing today, but this video can be treated as a standalone tutorial as I'll try to point out what each bit does as we go. The first thing we are going to need to do is we are going to need to import everything we need. So we're going to, from GUIZERO, we're going to import the app. We are going to import text. We're also going to need a button group. Combo boxes. Push buttons. Text box. List box. A checkbox. Cool. Okay, we're going to create the app. So the app is going to be called, we're going to give it a title, and we're going to say the app title is going to be Hero Name Generator. And I'm actually going to set the height and width of the app. So the height I'm going to set to 550 and the width is going to be 500. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a comment in that just says run app. And then I'm going to put the code that runs the app, which is app.display. Really simple, app.display, and then we're going to open and close the parentheses. And we can actually run this. So if I hit the run button, let me show you this. There we go. So there's the app window, hero.name generator. Perfect. So that's what we want at the moment. So we're now going to come back into VS Code and we are going to start setting out our widgets. So again, I'm going to put a comment in just to say widgets, just so I know this is my widget section. Okay, so we are going to want to start with a message. So I'm going to go message 1. And that is going to equal some text. And it's going to be on the app, in the app window, and we want it to say text equals, and then obviously you want speech marks. It's going to be a string of text, and I'm going to say choose an adjective. Just like that. Now, if I run that, oh, just get rid of that, I don't want that. Run this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and I can show you what that's done. So there we go. We've got choose an adjective on our app window. So I'll close that. So now what we want to do is add the actual box. So this is going to be what lets us choose the adjective. So this is called a button group. So I'm going to call it BGP, just for button group. Okay, and I'm going to give it an underscore and call it adjective because it's for the adjective. and that's going to be equal to button group, like so, open bracket, and then for each sort of option, we need to put in what we want to say. So it's going to be in the app, and we say options, and then we equal that. You want what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Square brackets, and in there I can put things like happy. We can put amazing. Don't want a capital. Comma, and then we could have crazy. Actually, I do want commas. Crazy. Excuse me. Still got a bit of a cold, a bit of a cough from Christmas. Crazy. We could have bad. Bad. We could have good. Just because it's the opposite. And let's have lazy. That's our options. So I really like button groups. I think they work quite well. And as you can see here, we've now got a whole selection of options and they're all tickable, which is really cool. So that's our button group done. Next, we are going to work on our color. So this is going to be message 2. So obviously message 1 was choose an adjective. So we do the same sort of thing, but we give it a different name. We'll call it message 2. And that obviously gets equal to text, exactly like the last one. Text. It's going to be in the app, on our app screen. Comma. And then we're going to say enter a color. So we'll just have text equals enter a color, like so. And then again, we're going to want to be able to actually put a color in. So to do that, I'm just going to do txt underscore color will equal a text box. And within that text box, that will appear on the app, like so. Okay, perfect. So if I just run that quickly, there we go. We can see enter a color. Okay. Just checking to make sure that is text box. I've got a comma here, so that was silly. So I don't want the comma. I just want text box app, and then if I run it again, I noticed there wasn't the text box there. Now there's a text box there. So again, just be careful of your typos. It can make all the difference, and they can become hard to spot when you get a little bit further in. So we're then going to have message 3. And again, that's going to equal text. And that text is going to appear obviously in the app. So again, you want parentheses. And then comma there. And then we want to have text equals select an animal. So text equals open speech marks. And we're going to have select an animal. Okay, just like that. And then this one is going to be a combo box. So I'm going to call it CMB underscore animal, just like that, equals combo. And then open the bracket app. And then comma options. So you can see actually the designing of the buttons and things like that is actually really super easy. and you can always read the documentation to make sure you know what can and can't be done. It's really good to get into that habit. So for animals, I'm going to have wolf. I want to have some other ones as well. So I'm going to have, in fact, I'm just going to put a few speech marks in. Oh, just like so. So we've got a wolf. Let's have a fluffy bunny because that's funny. We will have a doggy. Woof. Doggy. We'll have a bat. Let's add a couple more just for so we've got some good options. Let's have a badger. Cool. Let's have a cat and a fox. So we'll do another one. Let's do cat and we'll finish with fox. Gives us a nice range of options to have. There we go. We can test that. We'll just hit run and there you go. And then we've got a little combo box with the drop down. We've got wolf, fluffy bunny, doggy, bat, badger, cat, and fox. So that's what we want. That's pretty cool. So the next thing is we are nearly there. We are going to have message 4 is going to be the weapon. So let's do message. In fact, we're just going to copy message 3 just to speed things up a little bit. Control C, Control V. I always say it's always good to write out everything yourself, but in this vein, it's a little bit quicker to do it this way. Right. So this is going to be what weapon. Okay. And then again, we will, for this one, we'll have a list. So I'm using a list box here just so you start to get an idea of all the things that you could have. So LST underscore weapon. Okay, and then that will equal a list box. And then for this, open parentheses, and you want app, comma. Okay, and then this will be items. So you just type in items equals, and then again, square brackets, and then everything you want in here. So this could be, for example, a sword, just any weapons you want. We could have a toothpick. We could have the deadly and dastardly fish fingers. And we could have a water pistol. Gotta love the water pistol. Water pistol. Okay, so I'm happy with that. That's that. And then finally, we're going to have a button to actually submit our form. So to do this, we will call it button underscore make underscore name. And we will set this to a push button. And then that will appear obviously in your app. So app, comma. And then we want to have the text that appears on the button. So we just say text equals, and then what you want to appear on the button. So I'm just going to say this, call it make a hero. Okay, and then after that, we need to tell it the function that is going to be used. So the function is going to be command equals, I'm going to have it make underscore hero underscore name. That will be the name of my function. And then that's good to go. And then what we do is we'll do label underscore output will equal text comma no, text, sorry, open parentheses, app. And then within that, we're going to go comma, we'll do text equals speech marks, and we'll say a hero name will be generated. Okay. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Okay. We are almost done. The last thing we need to do is actually create our function. So, wow. Yeah. So, this will be called, what should I do? We'll just call this functions. Okay, so in here we're going to define our make underscore hero underscore name, and this is exactly what we had on the button submit, the button command, and there's nothing to pass into it. We're not passing any parentheses in here, but you could, if you, not parentheses, any parameters in here, but if you had parameters to pass in, you could then specify those. And then I'm going to do adjective equals BGP underscore adjective dot, and then I want value. And what that will do is it will get that value from the the button, the box, the text box, whatever value is in that field. So then we want the same for color. Okay, so color will equal text txt color dot value, and then we'll have do again color equals color dot title, and that is going to have parentheses on it. Cool. And then we're going to want animal equals cmd animal dot value. Weapon equals LST, I think I called it. Yeah, LST weapon dot value. Okay, so now we're here and we've got everything passed in for what we want. We need to create the actual hero. So the hero is going to equal adjective plus, so we're doing some concatenation here, speech marks. That's going to have a space. I'm going to try and lay this out quite nicely. Plus color plus space. So again, like so, plus animal plus, oh, and then I'm going to put in another space like so, plus like that. And then we shall have label output dot value equals you, and this is where we actually create it. So we'll say you are the plus hero plus this, and your weapon is the plus weapon, like so, plus full stop. Okay, so that is our program done. Okay, so we can run it and see how that goes. So let's have a look. So when I tried to run it, I've got a little error. So down here, it's got here I put test instead of text. So we need to resolve that. Okay, and that should fix that, and then we can run it again. Okay, so once I run the program, you can see it's brought it up. So we've got choose an adjective. So I'm going to call it crazy. Enter a color. I'm going to type in black. Select an animal. They drop down my chart because I'm using Streamlabs and it's a bit finicky with Windows. But once I change that, I just change it to Badger, and Badger is now selected. And then what weapon? Let's go for the toothpick, and then let's click make a hero. And there we go. You are the crazy black badger, and your weapon is the toothpick. How cool is that? So you've got a little working application with graphical user interface, all good to go. Come back to the next video, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another button and show you how to give the user the option to have a dark mode. So not everyone likes the light grey white interface for a GUI. So I'll show you how to give them the option to click a button and have dark mode activated, which is really cool. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Come back next time, next Monday, and let's see what we can do. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share.